Welcome back, crew. It is Sunday, and we're back on Maizy Farms. And between yesterday's episode and today's episode, I did turn around and return the roller because we got done with the rolling. And I went ahead and put the tools up and organized the sheds a little bit. So we've got them organized. I'm going to have this shed over here kind of be our shed trailer, and the long pole behind, so the seeder and the planter is over here. I also purchased a pressure washer, and I washed all of the equipment. I did put gas in, or diesel in the tractor over there for fuel, and this is now down to 127. It only took 50 liters. So we still got a little bit more to do before we can get this moved out of the way. But today, we've got our two fields that we need to have fertilized. So if we look at that, we can get rid of that. We can see that field 10 and 11 both need to be fertilized. So we are going to do that. 14 also needs a second layer of fertilization, but we don't have anything planted in that right now. So we're not going to worry about that. We have $71,000. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get started on that. And then I may borrow some equipment and do some of these other contracts. We do have a couple of different fertilizing contracts, but I needed the fertilizer for today. And my other big one that, like for this contract that we would be getting, that has lime in it, and I really don't want to take the lime out. But we can do the sorghum harvest here using our own equipment, so we can do that one. I'm not going to do any root crops or vegetable crops right now. But there's also some other plowing ones. One other plowing one. There's 25,000 that can get us a little bit of money. So let's see what we can get done in today's episode. Goal for this episode is to get both of our fields fertilized. And we're going to do that with the Maizy. So let's go ahead and get that hooked up and get an AI worker out on the field with that. Let's see. We could use some fertilization. So let's go in here and take the partial fertilizer out that's in here. Oh, I also went up to the store and I grabbed the seeds. So we've got one of those. That's a partial. Let's go ahead and get this over here a little bit. Get that put in there, and we'll utilize it a little bit more as time goes on, but for now that'll work. And we're going to fertilize the bigger field first, which is our grass field. So we'll get that going. So let's go ahead and hire a worker. Oh, that's getting the wrong field, I think. Oh no, I guess that's the correct field. So we'll go there. Okay. And hire. So that worker is off for that. And let's go ahead and look at the sorghum harvest. That's right there. It's what, field 32. So let's see, the store is there. So it's on the lower part of the map. So we will go ahead and it's only 1,000 to lease, but we'll use our own equipment. May have to make multiple runs, but I enjoy harvesting. And maybe we can get the AI worker to work a little bit better on this one, maybe to do the carting for us. So let's go ahead and accept that contract. And it's field 32. Let's go ahead and jump to our harvester. Get hooked up to that. And I don't have a header trailer. I have no plans of getting a header trailer. So we're just going to have to hope that traffic is on our side and lets us get through without too much of a hassle. So for right now, we can drive on our property until we get to the edge where that hill is at. Then we'll have to start worrying about traffic. So we're going to get over to field 32 and start this harvest. Now, if there's any sorghum left over, we might keep it. Because I do want to try and explore all of the farms here. And then one of the farms has pigs. And I know that pigs like sorghum. I've never done pigs whatsoever. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the next farm that I want to go to take over that portion of the map is the one with the pig farm on it. So if there's any left over, we will definitely try to keep it for extra. But if not, or if there's just not enough left to really make a difference, then we might go ahead and sell it. But only time will tell on that. I don't know how much extra it'll let us have on this one. So we'll just see what happens when we get up there. So it's going to be that second field there on the right. Ooh, I almost drove off the side of the cliff. It's going to be that second field back there on the right. So not too much longer, but we'll go ahead and jump back in when we get there. Alright, we're getting back up to this field, and something about this field seems like I've already done this field before. But I don't know. It says it's ready to harvest, so we're going to do it and get the contract for it to do it and get the money. So I think what we'll do is we'll go on the outer edge first. So let's go ahead and get steering assist on. And we'll get into the field over here. Let's go ahead and lower that. Open that. So we'll cut into the field here. And we'll talk about what the channel is doing going forward. So as we talked about in the last episode, the Farm Rescue series did end for Season 1. Season 2 will be back probably in January is the time frame that I'm shooting for. Give it a little bit of time to get through, and also I think this next series that I'm going to start is going to be done probably about January timeframe, maybe even sooner. But I think the new series will be done in January, and then we can get back into farm rescue after that. The new series is actually starting tomorrow on Monday. It's going to be Cresto's Homestead Challenge. And I'm going to semi-roleplay that series as HK left Michigan and went to Ohio, which is just one state down. And he's going to be there for about 3 years because it's a 3-year challenge. So 3 different seasons, 3 years. And then we'll jump back over for season 2 of Farm Rescue when I jump back to that farm over there. So it'll be 3 years in the future. So this homestead challenge that I'm going to be doing, it's all about small farms on a 10-acre lot. There's goals that we've got to hit that we're going to try to succeed on and do. Can't use AI workers, which I don't use when I'm role-playing anyways, until year 2. So there's a lot of stuff that we got to do. I'll have a full breakdown in the video tomorrow talking about the intro to it and whatnot. That's why I sold the farm to West for $500,000, because that's our starting amount that we get on the Homestead Challenge. So I kind of tied those two together for that purpose. But that will start tomorrow on Monday, and there will be a new episode of that every day. We're going to be playing it Monday through Friday for that one, and this one, Maizy Lou Farms, will be on the weekends. I haven't put out a Minecraft video either in a while. I'm still alive in the hardcore series. The last episode, I built that horrible house. I'm not happy with it. So at some point, we will jump back over there. Maybe that's going to be my live stream episodes. And we're going to build a better house on that. And we're going to try and get that one back in as well. So we'll have 3 series going, 2 on Farm Simulator and 1 on Minecraft. But we'll just kind of see what we need to do on that. So let's go ahead and turn that off and jump over here so that he has completed his task. Let's see if he missed any. There we go. There's some little bits on the edges that we can pick up real quick and right there, and then we'll go to that point. So just got to go around the edges a little bit here. Let's see, none there, it's all over here. And so I don't waste anything real quick. I'm going to throw this on real quick, and we're going to change the work width to the smallest that it can be, just so we can not worry about wasting too much of the product. I'm going to go around this edge. So just catching these little pieces that the AI worker missed. And then we'll get started on the other one. So let's see, I believe that is all of them along the edge. And then there's a spot right out here that he missed. Right here. So that is all done. Okay. So change that work with back. And let's go ahead and get them started over here. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and fill up with fertilizer again. Because it's about halfway. I just don't want him to run out in the middle of the field. So we'll go ahead and top it off with the fertilizer that we already pulled out. I don't think it's going to fill it up completely, but it'll fill it up enough to where we don't have to worry about it falling out on this one. Or running out on this job. So yeah, we're gonna do another one. Oh, I didn't mean to pull all of them out. That fill up while we throw this stuff back in, because I didn't mean to pull them all out. I don't want the grass or the straw in there. Alright, so that's there. It took all of that. Still not at 100%, but good enough to get this contract done. Well, field done, not contract, it's our field. So there's that. Go ahead and get him started there. And back over to here. So we'll continue on over here and let him fertilize over there. See, it's almost full as well. It's about 73%. So here soon I'm gonna have to go get the trailer and empty this one as well. So that's where we're at with that. So huge shout out to the harvesting crew that have stuck with me with the channel. We actually increased the number of subscribers during my 3-week hiatus where I wasn't posting anything, and we're up to 254 subscribers now. So thank you guys so much for riding along with me and supporting the channel. If you're new to the channel and you're liking what you're seeing, maybe today's the day. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and click on that notification bell and change it how you want it. If you want to be notified if every video that I put out, or if it's just certain ones that you want to see, it would be appreciated. It helped the channel out a bunch. But again, you don't have to. Just if you're enjoying the ride here. I'm really looking forward to the... why is this guy not doing anything? Let's go out here and let's try this again. Okay, he's there. There's that. And... go. Just sitting there taking my money on a coffee break. Things that we have planned for the channel going forward. There's a lot of exciting new things that I'm going to be doing. I can tell you on that homestead challenge, it's a lot of equipment that I personally haven't used before, because it is smaller farm type setting, with it being a homestead farm. And also I downloaded a bunch of new mods that I've never used, to try and fit the aesthetic of it being a smaller farm, as well as allowing the budget to work well for me as well, because we're limited on what we can do. And if we want to do contracts, we can, but we can't borrow any equipment, so we have to use our own equipment for it. So in order to do it on the map that I've chosen, they have some pretty large fields, which would not be ideal for me to do with some of the smaller equipment that I'll be using on my small plot. In fact, the plot that I got, because we're limited to a 10-acre plot, actually used to be a plot for a farm next to the field. So the farms are about 10 acres big, and the fields are about 60 to 70 acres on there. So the contract work for that particular map that I have chosen to use, which is the Sharon City, Ohio map. If I'm going to do the contracts, I'm going to need some bigger equipment. I don't want to go super big. That wouldn't be ideal for me to have on the homestead, to use on the homestead as well. But I don't want to be stuck with the 1 meter plow and the 2-3 meter cultivators and stuff like that, because of the map itself. Those farm areas are generally fairly large, but I don't want to go too far overboard and get stuff that's just going to be way too big for me to utilize in the series either. So that's a little far over, but at least it's going in the trailer. Let's go ahead and turn the tractor off. And get this emptied, and then we'll get started again. I think what we'll do is, I don't think it's going to fill up the trailer on one run, maybe two, where I'll have to go sell. So I guess we can throw in a little bit of a time lapse in here as we continue. So sit back and enjoy the ride.
peeled, forever chained to the field. Chained to the field where dreams grow slow, under the sun where the wild winds blow. The soil is life, it's all we yield, forever chained to the field. On crops we tend, the work it starts and it never ends. With every scar my fate is sealed, forever chained to the field.
Alright, so we hired the AI worker to start skipping lines so we can go get this delivered. While we're doing that, that way something is getting done. Now, question is, where are we taking this? Taking it to the grain mill, which is just up the road. So, let's go ahead and head up there. Get that sold and get back, and then I did see while we were in the time lapse that the worker did finish fertilizing my other field, so we need to check on that as well and get that put away. Since we have been doing the time lapses, this episode may go over the hour, because I'm not going to jump off until we complete this contract. Or it could potentially even be just slightly under the hour. But we're definitely still shooting for the hour mark for this series. The Homestead series will also be an hour long. Again, that starts tomorrow. Ooh, it's struggling to get up this hill. That will be starting tomorrow. I'm shooting for about an hour long episode on each one of those. It's going to be 1 day months. But I am going to have the time set to real time. So that will play a difference in where we go. Now, last time I went in the wrong entryway, so I think it's the second one, not the first one. Yeah, so we'll get this here, go ahead and get that open. Oh, we have rain in the forecast. When's it gonna be raining? Oh, 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll be asleep by then. So that won't cause us... Whoa, hold on. Why is that... Stop. Why did I get harvest income? It says to go to grain mill. This is the grain mill. Oh no, this is grain elevator museum. Oh no. I'm at the wrong place. I may have just screwed up. I needed to go there, and I didn't catch it in time. I don't know. Well, it happens, I guess. I don't know if I would have had a full trailer left over, though. I may have to figure something out to fix that. To fix my mistake. I don't know how that's going to work yet. But we'll figure it out. And if I have to take a loss on the contract, I take a loss on the contract. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, but it might. That sucks. What can you do? Mistakes happen, right? It's what I get for assuming. Should have double checked before I went in there. I would have clearly seen, clear as day, that that was the wrong place. Oh well. Each to its own. So, harvester is about 80% full. We'll get up here and we'll let the AI worker get full, and then we'll dismiss them and continue on the harvest. And hope that everything goes further without any issues. So let's see, where is he? He's down that line. So, should finish out this line and start the next line. We'll just park this right here for right now. And he's right at 100%. Cool. So let's go ahead and drop him. Come back over here. Open that up. We're actually going to move the harvester. And get this back on steering assist so I can see what fields or what part of the field I need to do. So let's see. Couple more lines. Alright, so I should be on this line right here. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and throw the time lapse back up, and I'll be back with you guys here in a few.
Sun's hanging low, bleeding red on the line. The hum of the combines keeping time. Dust in the air, gold in the rose, the weight of a season and everything that grows. Steel and sweat, the evening hums, chasing the light before it's gone. Another acre, another pass, the echoes of summer fading fast. Out here in the September fields, where the daylight bends and the night reveals the work we've done, the scars, the yields. I'm still rolling through these September fields. Headlights cut through the cooling haze, moon's on deck to take the day's place. The radio hums a half-known song. Been out here for hours, but I'll keep going strong. Hands on the wheel, heart in the grain. Every seed's a story carved in rain. It's more than work, it's who we are. Born to chase the harvest star. The crickets sing their midnight hymns as dust drifts like ghosts on the wind. Out here in the September fields, where the daylight bends and the night reveals the work we've done, the scars, the yields. I'm still rolling through these September lights ahead cut through the grain. Another mile, another chain. The harvest moon, it calls my name, and I won't stop till morning flames. Out here in the September fields, where sweat turns to dust and the cold reveals the quiet truth the daylight steals. We're still rolling through these September fields. Soft guitars fade like the engine winding down under the stars. Sweat on the steering wheel, my grip won't hold. Chasing the horizon like a story untold. Gasoline whispers in the summer heat. The road's a rebel and it won't retreat. Sunburned skin and a radio hum. Every mile's a battle, but I won't succumb. A busted map crumpled on the seat. Life ain't pretty, but it sure ain't neat. Sweat on the steering wheel, driving me wild. Lost in the madness like a reckless child. The lines blur fast under tire and steel. this twisted game. I'm burning up, but I won't slow down. In this machine, I'll never drown. Sweat on the steering wheel, driving me wild. Lost in the madness like a reckless child. The lines blur fast under tire and steel. Freedom's found in the grip I feel.
Alright guys, so the more I'm doing this, there's no way that there would be a full trailer left over. So this contract is not going to be able to be completed. So either I have to take the loss, or there is another option, but I'm going to leave that up to you guys to decide. If I don't hear anything back from you guys from your comments before I go to record episode 7, then I'll just take the loss on the contract itself. But what I'm thinking is there is a mod that I can put on here that will allow me to get sorghum and put it in the trailer and be able to complete the contract. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that particular silo that I can get that from, I can either get it for free or pay for it. So if you guys decide to go that route where we use the silo to get the extra crop for my mistake, I will of course purchase it versus getting it for free, because it is my screw up. Or I have no problem taking the loss completely. Still gonna finish the contract because that's what they're paid to do, paying me to do, and also just in case there's a slight chance that there is a trailer full of leftover, which I'm willing to bet 95% that it's not going to be a full trailer, and I'm either A, going to take the loss, or B, if you guys vote on it by putting it down in the comments below, I potentially can salvage the contract by using a silo to get some sorghum that's loose and put into sell to be able to complete the contract. That's for you guys to help me out with. Like I said, I fully accept the fact that I messed up. I took it to the wrong sell point, so I have no problem closing out the contract and not being able to collect on it. I did collect some money already from selling the crop itself, but so I won't be completely out any money, other than I won't get paid the 11 grand for doing the contract and out my time. That's all. at the end of the day, that's what it would be. So we'll see. We've only got 2 lines left, this line and the line next to me over here, to see what it's going to do. And that's all we can do at this point. We finally hit 81% of the harvest complete, but it should have already been there, considering I sold a full trailer when I didn't mean to. So we'll just play it by ear and see what we have going forward. It's the first time I've ever done that. Going to the wrong sell point and selling, and I didn't catch it. I was sitting there just talking and not paying attention. Didn't even notice the money was going up until it was too late. So it is what it is, though. If we take the loss, we take the loss, and we just continue on with other contracts, or doing whatever we need to do to be able to get the money to purchase the field and go from there, right? That's all we can do at this point, since the mistake has already happened. So yeah, we'll figure it out on that part. Let's see, we're at 70% full. We got 1 line left, so let's go ahead and get this up and get this line done. I don't think I'll have enough room in the harvester to complete this entire row, but we'll see what we get out of it. The trailer's almost full as well. If I had to bet, I think we're going to get to like 95 to 97% complete on the contract once we sell all of the sorghum. I'm going to guess that we would have got a 3% leftovers, but we'll see what happens. Looking at it going, I might actually be able to get this whole row in here, because we're at 87% now, and we're over halfway, so we might get it all in here. I don't know. That contract isn't moving up any from that 86%, so that tells me that it most likely is a loss. Nope, we're not going to quite get everything from this field in there. Almost. That's not full, so I bet you I can at least finish out the harvesting portion of it. We'll see what happens. That is going to give me enough to be able to finish the contract, or finish the harvesting part. Then again, it is a big field. It is a small trailer, much smaller than what they were offering. So it might, I don't know. Like I said, we'll know in about 2 minutes how bad we screwed up. So that is done. Let's go sell it and see what happens. All right. Besides that, I hope everybody's day is doing well on this wonderful Sunday morning. Hopefully you guys got to rest this weekend from all of the excitement from Halloween and everything that was on Friday. If you have kids, I'm sure you expected the candy and got all the candy that you like and said, oh, that's bad, you can't have that. So you got some candy. Or if you're like me, you purchase candy to give out to trick-or-treaters, and seems nobody goes door to door anymore these days, or it's very limited. They all go to like trunk or treats or stuff like that with the zoos and stuff like that, where you don't really get door to door trick-or-treaters anymore. So I have lots of candy left over that I'm just gonna probably go enjoy as my sympathy for not paying attention and messing up this contract as soon as we're done here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're at 92%, 93. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be enough. Well, you know what? Actually, instead of driving... Oh, take out that sign. Instead of driving this all the way back over there, I gotta drive the harvester back to the farm anyways. So let's just drive the harvester and empty it over there. And then we get to find out if I really screwed up or not. Alright, so we got the harvester up here. Let's see how far off we are from being able to complete this contract. %, due to my mess up. So that's gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm not going to collect or cancel the contract yet. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to tell me what you think. Do we put in the mod that is a silo that lets me get sorghum to make up for what I lost? Or do we take the loss on the contract? You guys tell me what you think I should do, and yeah, that's what we'll end up doing. But while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and put this stuff up, and I do want to check on that. We do have manure going in there now. How much is in there? 58 liters. Okay, that's not a whole bunch. Granted, it hasn't been a full month yet since we put it in. So let's see, we'll get this right over here. Put that right there. Go ahead and clean it real quick. And we'll go ahead and clean the tractor too while we're here. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know down in the comments on what I should do. And hopefully you guys are at least enjoying it. It goes to show that just because I messed up, I'm not cutting it out of the video and saying that I completed something. I owned up to it. I messed up. And I'll let you guys tell me what we do now. So thank you again for watching, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you can get notified when I put out new videos just like this one. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.